I'm slightly late, a couple of seconds late, because I was trying to retake a thumbnail again. I can't get it right. I can't tell where I'm looking on this thing. So I just look completely manic and ridiculous. So, sorry about that. Yes, thank you for the like for looking manic and ridiculous. So I'm on the top of the stairs again today. And I don't know what to really talk about today, so I'm up for suggestions, definitely. 2 likes? What, only 1 person, but 2 likes? How did that happen? No people watching. Everyone's gone away. There's nobody watching, and yet I got 2 likes, so that's bizarre. Just 3 likes and nobody watching. I don't understand that. That's bizarre. I've been to the theatre today. I went to see something, it was a musical about New York City and everybody's fabulous relationships with the city, and it's all... I don't get New York City. I don't know whether anybody lives in New York City, but it seems a bit... I've seen a lot of musicals about New York City, and they're all pretty much the same thing, where everyone's like, oh, they're wild and crazy, but they're neurotic, and they don't know whether they want to live in the city or not. And does anyone actually live in Manhattan? Because New York City isn't just Manhattan, is it? But it's all about Manhattan, as if that's just everything. And I know it's bigger than that. I've been to New York City, and I've been to Queens and Westchester and other places that are not Manhattan. And they're much better. Yes, it is Elise style SNL. Which is, I don't know, is SNL funny now? It is when it's being political, isn't it? So that's not me anyway. I'm being funny sometimes by accident. I think that's probably the best you can say about me. So I'm up to 3 people. Yay! It's a party. I am also competing with Britain's Got Talent. I just realised that my flatmate said, oh, you're not watching Britain's Got Talent. I'm like, is that on? So maybe all my audience in Britain is going to be watching that rather than me. They're going to be watching people making total fools of themselves. That is me. So, I don't know. I've got a love-hate relationship with Britain's Got Talent and that sort of talent show, because I don't like it when they set people up to fail. And Britain's Got Talent, fair play to that. They set people up more often to succeed, but they do. I know that they also set people up to fail, because I've known people that have gone on it with the best of intentions and have done really good shows live and have been told that it's going to be amazing and they're going to be fantastic and had to hang around for a long time and then ended up looking like complete idiots, because they definitely do work it. They know who they want to win. If you're a cute dog or a little child or you dance, even if you're rubbish at dancing, you're probably going to get featured. So Britain's Got Talent, but has it? So it's that or me. So make your choice. And 4 of you have chosen me, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you. So, yes, I went to see this thing about New York City anyway. So is anyone here from New York? You, yes, I'm from New York. No, I'm not from New York. You what? You! Is that a you? Yes, it's a very bad connection. Yes, you. So maybe I'll go downstairs where I can get a little bit more better connection. So I'm going to shimmy down the stairs on my bottom. Yeah, it's very dusty on these stairs. When I came here first, there was like a 6-inch layer of dust, and it's pretty much back up to that now. I'm not a massive... I did clean, but I'm not a massive clean fan, really. I don't clean. I'm down to 3, so hello 3. I still don't know what the U was for. What did I said that somebody said U for? It's gone orange. I'm all orange. Lighting problems. Just technical issues here. Get somewhere where that's not orange. Sort of everywhere's orange. Ooh, look. Woo! It's like moving through a tunnel. Woo! So I'm down to 2. So moving through a tunnel didn't help me at all. I'm going to sit at the bottom of the stairs. Yes, I am like Kermit's nephew on the stair. So, message retracted. Don't know what the U was for then. Thank you, Georgina, anyway, for saying that. Me who. It's a terrible picture, isn't it? We chose you over Britain under talent. Britain, but chose me over but. Yes, I mean we chose you. Yes, you choose me like a Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon. I choose you, Elise Che. Elise Che, that's my Pokemon name. It is now. Oh, message retracted, message retracted. This is, I don't understand this live thing really. It's all a little bit strange. You can see inside my bathroom there. That's not. Oh, look, that's quite nice lighting. Background. Come back. Yes, so you can see my vast selection of teas. I like tea. I don't like tea enough to drink all the tea. I've got lots of tea still here. So I buy tea and then I go, do I want that tea? And then it's there forevermore. Like gunpowder tea. Can you see me again? I don't know whether you can see me or not because of the connection. This is going well, isn't it? 8 minutes. I've been live for 8 minutes. I feel like I've been at one time talking like for 3 hours and also for hardly any time at all. Can someone comment to see whether they can see me, because the connection's really bad and I don't know whether you can or not. I think you're back again. This is confusing, isn't it? The internet. Confusing internet. Don't know what's up with the internet. So I'm going to probably do some... Nope. You can't see me. Can you see me now? With my giant eyes. This is really weird, isn't it? This is just like, what are you doing, Elise? I don't know what I'm doing. I keep going offline. Yes. The connection's really bad. I don't understand it. It's terrible, isn't it? I don't know what up. It's something to do with the weather. The weather is against me. Evil weather. To the weather. But strangely, it's quite warm today, which is, can see you now. It stops and starts. It should probably be all right. This is not good, is it? This is unfortunate. Stupid internet, stupid weather. It is nice and warm today, which is something, which is a change, because I went out with a big thick coat and a scarf on and immediately went, what? It's spring. How is it spring? And it's all like cherry blossom on the trees. And, oh, I went under a cherry tree and it smelled like cherries, which is really weird because cherries don't smell like cherries. But as it was pointed out to me, cherries do smell like cherries because that's how they smell. But they don't smell like artificial cherries, whereas this cherry blossom did smell like cherries. It was lovely. So it's a nice time of year. Cherry blossoms are very symbolic of something, aren't they? Especially if you're Japanese. I saw a thing about samurai ones where they represented innocence. And then right at the end, they all fell off the tree, which represented the death of innocence. So at the moment, we're in the spring, the innocent spring time of the year. And as soon as they all fall off the trees, that's the death of innocence. That's the end of spring into summer. We'll have summer for 3 days and then it'll go. It has been very cold for April though. A typical British person talking about the weather, because I made a video this time last year about Stony McStoneface, the standing stone. I went to the top of the mountain and I found a stone that actually has got a face. Me and my mum went up there and we were dying of heat stroke, and that was on like the 9th of April last year. 9th of April this year was freezing, practically snowing. It was awful. We never would have been able to go up there without getting really wet. I think we have all the sun today. I remember when I was a child that we get heat waves at the end of March and then it would be so hot. We go to Barry Island. You know Barry Island? It's where Gavin and Stacey was filmed. Go to Barry Island, it would be so hot and we'd play in the Butlins. We'd have like a day pass and go and play in the pool and go on the sand, and it was so hot it burned. And if you went in March now, the same time this year, it really was snowing. Global warming. Not good, is it? So, there's me, 11 minutes, hotter than Malaga. Was it hotter than Malaga? Malaga in the middle of the night or Malaga in the daytime? Anyway, it was warm. It was unbelievably warm today. In that it was warmer than 1 degree, which is unbelievably warm compared with how it has been lately, because it's been very, very not warm. Not warm at all. So there was also, yes, hottest, yes. No, well, this is it. It depends on where you are. I see what it is, yeah. When Edinburgh, because I spent a lot of Augusts in Edinburgh, and there's been some very rainy ones, but I was up there one year, and it was 27 degrees, and there was all the things, all the headlines. Hottest day of the year, hottest day ever. 27 degrees. That's not a lot. That's how hot, that's as hot as it gets. Then again, if you look on a map, you look on a global map, actually Scotland's practically the same height as like the top of Canada, where it's snowing all the time. So it is, we are quite high up. It's only because of the Gulf Stream that we still are not frozen up. So that's something to think about, probably. Oh, I saw another thing about maps, that the difference, I know that maps aren't accurate representations of the countries, but when you actually see, because the way that they do it, they get bigger as they go up towards the top of the globe. But yes, beach, yes, beaches are good, yes. So if the beaches are all towards the equator, the beaches are everywhere, that's silly. Beaches are all the way around. All of the, because we've got a lot of beaches in Britain because it's an island. That's how it works. Whereas if you're in an inland place, you don't get a beach at all, which is very sad. You could make a beach, I suppose. Does anyone live somewhere very far from a beach but still goes to the beach? I know they're always making beaches in like places that really shouldn't have beaches, that haven't got any sea at all. I think a few people have unliked me. How did you do that? Oh, I went from like 4 likes to 3 likes. It's just like, how can you completely crash and burn, Elise? Or just do a live chat where you know nothing and you don't know what you're doing, and can put yourself up against Britain's Got Talent, and then make sure you keep cutting out so that nobody can see you anyway, and it's a complete disaster. And then sit on a stairs where it's all dusty and that. That's probably the best thing to do ever. I was hoping more than 7 people would turn up, but I am grateful for you 7 people. Hello, 7 people. I love you, all of you. That sounds so insincere. Every summer, yes, exactly. I think there's a place called Grrrr that where it's quite near where my parents live, and I think they've started doing beaches in the middle of the shopping centre, which is a bit bizarre, really. But I suppose it's no more bizarre than ice skating rinks, really. Because I know I've seen lots of American stuff where the ponds freeze over and the lakes freeze over and you go skating, but I don't think it gets cold enough in Britain to actually do that without falling into the lake and dying. And that's not really the sort of thing, that's not the best attraction in the world, where you go on it and then you fall in the lake and then you can't be rescued. So yeah, but sand is pretty good. Sand is good. Who likes sand? I like sand. Not in a sandwich. That's the worst place for it. But I suppose a sand in a sandwich is better than a witch in a sandwich, because a witch in a sandwich would be cannibalism and it's cruel. And also it wouldn't exist because, well, witches do exist, but not the sort of witches that they burnt in medieval times. They are more like Wicca people. And I know Wicca people and I wouldn't want to eat them. Not in that way. I wouldn't, because that would be cannibalism and that would be bad. So, sand in a sandwich is better than witch in a sandwich. Sand and witch in a sandwich would just be overkill. So probably don't do that. Don't do that. Sand is the worst part of beaches though, yeah. Especially if... There was a comedian called Norman Collier whose act, pretending the